Hello and welcome to this video. In the last video that I did, we looked at the lawlessness that Paul spoke of in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. The lawlessness that must be manifest on this earth in its fullness before the man of sin will be revealed, and manifest in its fullness also through that man of sin whom Jesus Christ will destroy with the brightness of his coming when he comes to gather us together to himself. Now I want to now look in this video at this mystery of lawlessness. That's right, the mystery of lawlessness. In 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 we read the following verses in regards to this man of lawlessness, and of course the lawlessness itself. Starting from verse 1, now we beg you, brethren, in regards to the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and in regards to our gathering together unto him, that you not be soon shaken in your mind, or be troubled neither by a spirit, nor by a word, nor by a letter, as though it was from us the apostles, as though the day of Christ was at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come an apostasy first, and of course that man of sin be revealed, who we know is the son of perdition. So before Jesus Christ will come to gather us together to meet him, two events must take place: the apostasy and the revealing of this man of sin. I want to look at this verse 3. This verse 3 that speaks of the apostasy first and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So we have the apostasy and we have the man of sin be revealed. There is an amazing truth that I want to show you, and that is this: lawlessness is involved. Lawlessness is manifest. Lawlessness must exist for apostasy to take place, and lawlessness must exist for the man of sin to be revealed, for the simple reason that the man of sin is a man of lawlessness. So we have the apostasy, which involves lawlessness. We have the man of sin being revealed, which again involves lawlessness. Remember that the word apostasia, which is where we get this English word apostasy from, involves this. It involves rebellion. It involves forsaking truth. It involves defection from truth. It involves turning from following the Lord. All of the above is lawlessness being manifest. The following is said of this, of the man of sin, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is God, sits in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. That is lawlessness. Opposing God is lawlessness. Exalting oneself above God is lawlessness. Sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, is lawlessness. I want to show you more of what lawlessness looks like as we read in the next few verses. Lawlessness is this: it's working in the power of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. That is lawlessness. Not just that, but it's with all deceivableness of unrighteousness. It's not loving the truth. It's believing a delusion and believing a lie. That's lawlessness. So much lawlessness is going to be manifest before Jesus will come. One thing for sure is this: when Jesus does come to gather us all to meet him, he will destroy that lawlessness, and he will destroy that man of lawlessness. Jesus said these words about what will happen before he comes, and he says this: because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So there will be an abounding iniquity before Jesus comes. This iniquity is the same lawlessness that Paul is speaking of. it will abound in lawlessness. And then Jesus said these words about what happens when he comes. He says this, "The Son of Man shall send forth his angels. They shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend and them which do iniquity." That's right, all things that offend and them which do iniquity, which again is lawlessness, shall be cleansed, shall be removed when he comes. He will remove lawlessness and he will remove that lawless one. The truth is this, the days of our Lord's coming will be as the days of Noah and will be as the days of Lot. In Matthew 24:37, Jesus says this, "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." We will see the lawlessness, the violence that was seen in the days of Noah before Jesus will come. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So it will be as the days of Noah, it will be as the days of Lot, before Jesus Christ will come. And when he comes, judgment takes place. The same as what we saw with Lot, the same as what we saw with Noah. The wicked are destroyed from the kingdom of Christ when he establishes his kingdom in Israel. That is what it will be like in the days of Jesus coming. Lawlessness must be manifest in its fullness before our Lord will come. Why? Because that's the time when Satan is cast to the earth. He knows his time is short, and he will empower that man of sin to work in the power of Satan to try and bring as much destruction in the lawlessness that's taken place in that 3.5 years. But once that 3.5 years of lawlessness is fulfilled through that man of sin, through the working of Satan, that is it. The time will then come when our Lord's coming will be at hand, and he will come and destroy that very man of sin. Like Jesus says in Revelations 19 and 20, Satan will be bound when Jesus comes. The beast and false prophet will be destroyed and cast into the lake of fire when Jesus comes. Jesus will trample the winepress of his wrath when he comes, and all that are gathered at Armageddon shall be destroyed by Jesus in that winepress of his wrath. We believers are not appointed to that wrath in that trampling of the winepress, because we will partake in the first resurrection at Christ's coming. Whether we live or whether we have died, on that day when he comes, we will live together with Jesus. We are appointed to that day of salvation. We are not appointed to that day of wrath when he tramples the winepress of the wrath of God. I hope you've enjoyed this video. In the next video, we're going to look at this lawlessness even more, and we're going to look at one of Paul's letters that describes this lawlessness so well. And when we look around today, we are starting to see these events of lawlessness taking place. It is coming to that point. I do believe that we are starting to enter into the days of Noah, the days of Lot. We are starting to enter into the period of time where we are starting to see so much sin being manifest in its fullness on this earth. Lawlessness is starting to abound, just as Jesus said. So thank you for watching this video. Please share it with others.